Was I ever an extra in something? I don't think I worked as an extra. I mean, I've had like the one-line parts, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that extra stuff feels...
What was your one line?
Oh my God. It always got cut down too. It was always like, you have 7 lines.
Yeah.
And then you have 5, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Shit. Like I even did like a full scene a couple times where this is the most embarrassing. Where like I had a scene on Workaholics with the 3 guys. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like they come up and I'm like I'm like a drunk bus driver with like a parrot on my head and like, you know, like in costume. And it's all about like getting them on the bus and, you know, you shoot the scene for however long and whatever, you have fun. And then I told everybody and they cut the scene. Oh, but nobody,
no.
They're like, did I miss you? Did you like walk by? I was like, oh my God.
That's brutal.
That was brutal. Then another time I did a sitcom. I did Jay Moore's, like Gary Unmarried.
Oh yeah.
And I did a couple times. And then the same thing where I was like, I'm on the sitcom tonight, and I had my lines. And then they cut it to just like entering.
Oh my God.
So then it looks like I told everybody, watch me enter the scene. Like I'm like promoting me walking in. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, good job on that. I was like, thank you.
Dude, you got to put that on your website.
I know.
You're real. You're
My
acting real.
of like,
just like, you know, Workaholics and just nothing.
Black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there was another one. I don't even remember the name. It was a ABC single camera show where that does air and people do catch it.
Uh-huh.
They catch it. They catch me doing it. What was that show called? Happy Endings.
Yeah.
People catch that where I was like a paparazzi guy, I think.
Yeah.
And I had, let's say, 3 lines, and they cut it down to like, what? Like just me saying like, what? And people still will message me. I saw you on an episode. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There was a show called Santa Clarita Diet, and I played a cop, and I had a whole scene where I like bring them over to a garage and I open it up and there's a reveal and then I'm yelling at people, and then it aired and it was just me opening the garage. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
And you're like, everybody check me out tonight?
Yeah.
It hurts, dude.
Yeah. But you know, you still get paid. You know, like I did one episode of CSI, like the CSI early on.
Uh-huh.
I get checks once a week to this day from one episode. I mean, they're small, but they were big for a long time.
Do you ever think about what those residual checks must be like? Just the residual stuff for like a Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where the guy has this huge career. These are movies that are 20 years old. Like what just comes in yearly on that? It's got to be.
And then you get the actors that are smart, like Keanu Reeves, that go like, all right, just give me a few million, but give me a percentage of the gross. That's because residual checks start to dry up. You get a slightly smaller percentage every time it re-airs. But when you got a percentage, it just keeps coming in.
His Matrix money?
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Dude. But he apparently gives it back. He'll like give the crew, he'll give everybody on the crew like 10 grand.
It's crazy.
At the end of the movie.
Did you ever hear the story about Matt Damon and Avatar? Do you know that story?
No.
So he had just finished shooting one of the Bourne movies, but it wasn't the first one, so he knew the experience of doing the Bourne movies. And it's important for the story because, so Cameron calls him, James Cameron calls him, I'm going to do this movie, Avatar. It doesn't need a star, but like I want you to play this, you know, the character. And he goes, well, we wrapped on Bourne, but we always have pickups. Always. Like I've done it now a few times. And so I don't want to commit to Avatar because we have to do these I know we're going to be shooting pickups for like the next month.
Right.
And Cameron's like, all right, well, I'll give you, I forget, it was something like 10% of the net of Avatar.
Oh, the highest grossing film internationally of all time.
He's like, he goes, but as a director, producer, filmmaker, I really respect, you know, your choice on this. Like, I get it. Like, I would want the same thing for my movie. He's like, yeah, I mean, that's a generous offer, but I'm gonna have to pass. Like that. So Matt Damon passes because he goes, I know I'm gonna have to do this for Bourne. And then they calculated it that if he had done it, he would have made $300 million for the offer. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of money.
And then we do stand up, and that's it. You
know.
just show up, you do the show, you get your money,
And you go.
and you go.
I know.
Ooh, hey, Jeans, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have one more click of fun around here? I don't know. Click here or here. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You can send it to your grandmother. You're not going to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out.